I'm Jessica. This is my sister Stephanie, and along with our mom, Chris, or the Lady Monarch, we own and run Harmony Harvest Cut Flower Farm in the beautiful Shenandoah Valley of Virginia, where we grow specialty cut flowers and ship them nationwide to floral enthusiasts like yourself. Today on Designing with an Idiot, that's my sister.
I'm the idiot.
We're gonna kind of break down designing with one of our Bouquet Box signature classic bouquets today.
Yeah, so here's the thing. Jess is a professionally trained designer. I am not. I am just general pop. That's what we call us non-designers. I have no creative bones in my body. And when I get a bouquet, I shove it all in one vase and it drives
And it makes me cringe.
Insane.
It makes me cringe.
Because apparently.
The bouquets are designed to look beautiful when you get them, but they're even better if you break them apart and do a little design in base. So we're gonna show you how to do that today. And with my skill set, I'm pretty confident that we can teach this idiot how to design too.
Let's hope.
So if you are new, you can find all of our floral products, which we ship nationwide across the US, on hhfshop.com. That is our farm website. And here today, we are showing
the bouquet box.
The bouquet box. So this is what you can expect it to look like when you receive it. It's beautifully wrapped, gorgeous for presentation. Let's break into that bad boy.
First, when you get your flowers, there's a sticker on it that says open immediately.
Do that.
We mean that. That's important. Listen, flowers, fresh cut flowers, they've been traveling. They drink a lot of water and they get a little bit cranky sometimes in the box. So when you open your flowers, the first thing you want to do, which we're not going to do this today, we're going to just pretend. But the first thing you want to do is take these babes out of a box, split them up into a bunch of vases, give them lots of water, like fill those puppies to the top. And when I say vases, I mean like, here's a jar that I have. Also, this is a red Solo cup. These might tip over, but for little short stems, they might work. So
when you get our bouquet box, we recommend hydrating all the flowers. You can actually kind of hydrate those as you get them into your vase to work with. So if you're ready to pull them out, maybe you got them at the office, you can stick them in water. They do come in a bag so that the water is contained and then wrapped in wet foam. So if these ship somewhere where you're not really vase ready, you can still continue to keep them in this until you can get them in a vase. I do recommend to keep them out of bright sunshine and out of a lot of heat. Once they're cut, they're not as sun-loving.
Don't put them next to the heater, which if any of y'all are using heaters in this hot summer, you crazy.
What is wrong with y'all?
Okay.
There's a lot of flowers in there.
All right, so another thing I'll note is this foam, you can sterilize it and send it back to us, or actually no, you can just send it back to us and we'll sterilize it and reuse it. You can also use it, like if you have cut flowers in your house and you want to make a bouquet for somebody, save this packaging and you can actually have a transportable bouquet to take to them that'll stay hydrated. So
that's right.
Save the stuff, recycle it if you can. We're always into repurposing things. So do the best you can to make sure they don't end up at the landfill. There's lots of things you can do with them. In fact, you can send them back to us. So
you totally can. The fun part comes next. So guys, go through your house, get under that kitchen sink and see what kind of weird containers you can find. Bubble bowls, I bet all of us have one of these floating around somewhere. The standard typical vase, yep, that bad boy.
I popped a candle out of this.
Yeah, those little Glade candles actually make great little bedside vases. So we keep all of our scented candle containers.
This one comes with a bonus. There's a bug in it.
So you want to wash those vases before you use them. Yeah. Just like we like to be clean, so do those flowers. So make sure you're putting them in a clean house. Use hot water, maybe a little bit of Dawn and bleach. Make sure there's no gunk down in there. Get it out with that brush, and then you're good to roll. Make sure you have no soap left in that vase.
She didn't tell me anything about cleaning vases. She just said bring
your
vases. So I brought my buggy vase and I'm going to use it anyway.
We also have bud vases because gosh, don't we all have those? You're going to find included with your bouquet a little packet of food preservative. You can stretch that for the life of the bouquet. So you're going to want to make sure you're changing out this water very regularly. Some flowers like to make that water murkier faster than others, but they all need it clean. So we do recommend topping off or complete water changes every day. And when you do that, you can use a little sprinkle of that flower food to feed it the whole lifespan of the flowers. We went ahead and mixed ours into our water.
Oh,
and I'm going,
you're fancy.
I'm so fancy here.
Save me some water. We ain't got but that little watering can for this.
Yeah, okay, so typically she told me to save water. You can see I filled my vase about halfway. I'm gonna recommend to you guys to get that all the way full. A little sloshing may happen, but your flowers will thank you for it if they are all down in the water.
Which vase do I want to
Pick one, any of them.
Start with the big one.
Okay.
We'll start with the big one. We'll do the... This is
I also, if you're like my sister and a splash queen, make sure that you're working on a surface that's okay. Can I have the water?
No.
That's okay to get wet, or do like I do as a mom and put down just a flat trash bag first. I'm actually gonna fill up this bud vase because my one favorite thing to do whenever I get flowers in my house, because we do that a lot.
Just save the water. You filled it all the way up.
Okay, well look, here. I know because I'm just used to it.
Okay, whatever. That's fine. I'll just run it.
I always go through my bouquet and pick out my favorite flower. I do tell my family, like whoever brings in the bouquet gets to pick their one favorite. But since it's mine today, I'm gonna go through here and pick who I feel like, oh man, I'm really loving this really soft, pale yellow sunflower that I have in mind. So a fresh cut is always recommended. And
oh, I forgot my snips. Go ahead. Keep
going.
going.
If you don't have snips, you're gonna need something to cut with. Make sure you have either some general gardening snips or a pair of really sharp scissors. You're gonna wanna do a very sharp 45-degree angle on the bottom of your stem. The reason that we do a very sharp angled cut is so that it's like a straw and you don't want it to sit flush on the bottom or else it makes kind of like a suction and the flower can't suck it up. More surface area and a sharp diagonal point will help you to make sure that your flower can continue to drink. I like a statement flower. So I have a single flower out of my bud vase, or in my bud vase out of my bouquet, and that little guy is definitely going on my bedside table to wake me up every morning and remind me to smile. So I always do that. It's up to you, whatever you want to do. I then typically, when I'm deciding, like to start with either greenery or something that seems to be more branching. It helps to kind of create a grid in your vase and help with flower placement. You are on a roll.
I'm just going with it. So last time I learned, actually I didn't learn, I gave this idea. Let me see if I can find a good one. I don't have a good one anymore. Okay.
You
No.
just broke that one.
Yeah.
But save them. We're going to show you what to do with all of those little stems. So like we said, we make very beautiful presentations in our bouquets, and to achieve that, some of the stems at the bottom of the bouquet might be a little bit shorter. So don't get rid of them and don't try to cram them in the big vase. Here in a second, we'll show you exactly what you do with those little guys. Like this little side branch, I'm going to keep him. I want him later.
So one of the things where I was going,
I know, I just interrupted you.
was that if you have like that stuff, that.
Blue Plarium?
Okay, yeah, when you have that, like basically, if there's foliage on it, strip some of the foliage off because it'll get in your vase and make it murky.
Yeah, well, it is definitely good to keep that water, like we were saying, clean, and any of the leaves that will fall below the water line are going to make your water dirty. So don't do that.
Like this guy,
don't do that.
I'm gonna pull off some of the leaves here. So
Yeah, so don't be afraid to like change the flower. Whether you want that leaf there or even that bloom, you have full creative freedom. You don't have to accept it in the shape that it comes.
Nope, sure don't. Ooh,
I'm making a really...
What is this? Is this phlox?
Yeah, that's phlox.
This is really cute.
It is. I'm making like a really sunshiny yellow arrangement here.
I don't know what the hell's happening over here, but it's something. It's something. The point is
What's
that
the
your
point?
bouquet that you get, yes, you can absolutely shove that puppy down into a vase if you want, as is, okay? But the point is that you don't have to, and you can actually have a little bit of fun with it and rip it apart and make your own little...
Well, you can stretch the flowers, I feel like, a lot further.
Oh,
we
that's
pack those bouquets very tightly because I feel like everybody should enjoy...
There's so much flowers over here. I wish you guys could see it.
Oh my gosh. Well, they will, because we're just going to keep rolling. We want you guys to fill your whole house with flowers, and one bouquet can absolutely achieve that.
Oh, look at you.
Look.
Hello.
Oh, I thought you took that out of my spot.
No, aren't those pretty, these snapdragons?
I know, I've been using them.
I seem to remember snapdragons just being like around for like a month or something, and apparently that is not the case.
Well, so
they just keep blooming on the farm.
We do this neat thing on the farm. It's called Secession Planning. So some flowers only give us usable blooms for a few weeks. So what we do is we actually plant those flowers every few weeks so that we end up with a constant supply of them.
Oh, well, isn't that sound like a smart thing to do as a flower farmer?
Yeah, but not all flowers do we have to do that with. Some will just give us continuous blooms, and some of them, it doesn't even matter what we do. They choose when they're going to bloom.
Has so many
and then we have to work
stems,
with it.
so I'm gonna rip it apart. This is going great.
This, I'm really liking mine,
I like
actually.
yours better than mine right now.
But I still have a snot load of flowers.
Snot load.
A snot load.
We get a lot of questions about how many stems are in our bouquet.
It's a snot load.
We have no idea.
You just threw stems on me. A trash can is also helpful if you have someone like my sister who likes to get a little squirrely with it and throw stems at your workspace. That would be my sister.
So, and the reason that we say we don't really know is because sometimes we have flowers like this, okay? And these are amazing. Like, these are called Puri Whites, and they are so cute. When they open up, they're like little tiny mini, they're like little mini versions of these almost, but they almost have like papery petals, like straw flowers.
So
but
pretty.
you can see like their stems are so small. And we love them, but we're not gonna be like, oh, well, there you go. There's, I mean, this is like probably like 20 stems. So
you wouldn't get very far.
We might just count it as one stem. We
You
don't
wouldn't
know.
get very far.
Can you leave the barn door open?
Yes.
Thank you. See, we just work with stuff as it happens around here. We're in the barn. We're actually in our drying barn.
This is our drying barn. You guys, this is so cute. And that would make any dining room table happy. So I'm gonna set that to the side.
Oh, you're done.
So, well, yeah, I mean, I have my bedroom sunflower, I have my dining room table. My kitchen windowsill is a little small, so I'm gonna design in this.
That's not bad.
No, you did great.
It's not terrible.
All right,
Okay.
and if you, do you need water, are you good?
I might need water.
Okay.
Well, I'm not done here.
Okay, see, you know, don't ever rush a creative genius.
That's me. Creative genius, born and bred. Not even
You know,
close.
the other thing that can be kind of fun to do when you're working in short vessels like this is to actually make little posies in your hands that can fit right down in. So.
Oh, what?
I know. Well, I can
Alright,
design it
hold
right
up.
in my hand and just
Okay,
stick it
so
down
let me
there.
try that. Let's design it in my hand.
I mean, there's no right way,
And I'm gonna
right?
put
We're
it
all
in
sitting
this.
at our
Give me the
table
water.
doing this. There's no judgment with flowers. That's the
There's
other
no
really
water in here.
bright thing.
I
Oh
might-
yeah, you got
I might
it.
need
You're
a production
good.
assistant.
I think you're fine. I
Oh,
think you're
they're
just-
taking pictures outside. That's why she was moving the barn door. She's gonna be mad at me.
Look at that.
She's
This
gonna be
is
like,
looking
you
so
told me to
cute."
take pictures,
And
then you
kicked me out.
shut me down.
Oh man, this one had dahlias.
Yeah, look at mine.
Oh, that looks
These are
really
just cute
good.
little guys.
So
I know.
dahlias are one of the fleeting beauties of the farm. They're gorgeous flowers. They are not known to ship real well. We do ship dahlias, but only certain varieties so that we can have success on the other end of their arrival. But they are worth seeking out if you can find a close flower farmer that has some of the really pretty, delicate blooms of dahlias. I encourage you all to use this opportunity to learn a little bit more about flowers and where they come from and where you can find some of the cool and different things.
Farmers. Yeah, so there are flowers that just don't ship. Like, they're like literally like You cut them, you gotta use them, or they are gone.
Yeah.
And that's fine, like, but you need to get them from your local flower farmer, and it's a great opportunity when you go visit them to figure out. Oh,
Except I dropped my one stem in there, so we gotta fish him out.
Fish him out.
Yeah, but look, like I held that in my hand and then I designed it, and I can add a few more little pieces so that it doesn't feel super tight. But that's gonna be really sweet to set at my kitchen sink and keep me from wanting to stab my eyes with the forks when I'm washing 472 forks. That's all the kids know how to do is find a new.
Can I cut all these at one time?
As long as you're getting a really sharp angle and not getting a chewed up stem.
This is still too long.
Yeah, see how that works?
Okay, because I want it to sit in there.
Well, you're gonna have to work a little harder.
Well, nope, still too long. This is, okay, you asked me last time what the hardest part was. This might be it, just figuring out what the heck. Oh my God.
Stop it.
I'm taking it on the road. Look how cute that is. I still need more flowers in here.
You think? I don't know, it looks super
yeah, right
cute.
on this side. You listen, you gotta look at it from every angle.
That's another good thing to remember, and if you're worried about making sure that you're getting good coverage and not forgetting to turn, you can actually work on a Lazy Susan. That's a little designer trick. Look at that, that's super cute. We'll put that at the kitchen.
You know what I'm gonna do next? I'm gonna steal some water out of this arrangement. But I got one of my Floral Genius pin cups here. If you guys are not familiar, these pin cups are awesome because these live on my windowsill, okay?
Can I have that solo cup with water? Yeah. Yeah. Good. That's enough water. I gotcha.
It's got a pin frog inside of a cup that is watertight. We know they're watertight because we test them. And I like to personally kind of be super minimalistic with these because look, like even just one flower. Just one flower. Look at that. If that's sitting on your windowsill or
on your piano.
This girl thinks everybody's got a grand piano in your house. Now, if you do, congratulations, because you're doing something right. But
I got a piano. It's not a grand piano, but I got a piano.
Look, I'm just listen.
Ooh, there's one of those Dahlias. I'm gonna have that girl over here.
I
don't think so.
Look how cute this is gonna be. So look, my little sunflower trio. And then I'm done. Like, I'm not gonna do anything else with this.
Ooh, that's really pretty.
Isn't that
actually.
cute?
That is so nice.
That can just sit there and look at you all the time. So the pin cup's really fun, and these are completely reusable. So when you're, and now watch the water because they don't hold a ton of water. So you're gonna wanna watch them, which is why I put mine on my windowsill because I wash dishes every day, but do I water my plants every day? No, not unless they're like, you know, I'm one of those people that waits until like literally like death becomes her.
Until I remind her.
And then it's kind of crazy. So I am gonna steal more water.
So I'm actually designing in a solo cup, and this is kind of fun, guys. If you're doing a backyard barbecue, or maybe you just have kids that want to get in on the fun, be creative. It does not have to be a traditional vase
I'm doing great.
in order to design flowers. Oh man, another one of those really pretty dahlias.
How come mine? Okay, it's fine. This is
you got to pick what you were designing with, so I don't want to hear it.
But this feels like a setup. Hold on, I gotta push my beautiful arrangements out of the way.
Oh my gosh. So how many things are we making?
I have too many flowers over here. There's no way that I'm gonna use them all, but I will try my best. We have one more vase still, okay. So another thing, like I just pulled off, like this little guy was on the side and he just like was not feeling life, okay? Like he was like, eh. Listen, we get it. Like we try really hard. We promise that when the flowers go in the box, they are like happy
Very
and
happy.
full, like not broken and all this stuff, but stuff just happens,
But
right?
don't you think that's how all parents feel when they enter onto an airplane with small children? Like you start out that flight and it's gonna be good, but sometimes you get off and you're like, that didn't go as planned.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So, like the parents who pack snacks for all the other patrons on the plane, we kind of do the same with the flowers. We put a few extra stems in there because we're working with Mother Nature, and sometimes she gets a little cranky, or her offspring do. So we try to make sure you are always going to get your value in your boxes from us, and enough good creative product to make a lot of beautiful, memorable things for your house and for others to enjoy.
Yeah, so we're saying like if you don't have 40 usable stems in your bouquet, which is malarca if you don't, because I'm telling you, there's like 70 stems in this thing.
Don't tell Lady Monarch. Mom gets so mad.
She gets so mad because we're overstuffers. We can't help it.
It's a real thing, guys.
So we call our mom the Lady Monarch because we used to, like the kids call her Nana, and we were calling her Nana forever, and she got so mad about it.
She stopped us on a road trip one time.
We were on a road trip, and she's like, you guys, I am not your Nana.
Stop calling me Nana.
So we were like, fine, we will not call you Nana. So now we just made up the Lady Monarch.
No, we asked her, and that was the first thing that fell out of her mouth.
No, I said it. It was me. I did it. It was my brainchild.
Well,
and that's what she gets. She gets the Lady Monarch. So if you ever hear us talk about the Lady Monarch,
she's a real person. She's our mom.
We'll even shorten it down to TLM. That's mom. That's mom.
Okay.
Mom.
Is it bad that one of my favorite designs that we just did was in the solo cup?
Well,
this is so cute.
You know, you can't rub off redneck.
Well, I think it just goes to show that it doesn't matter. Everybody can really have a lot of fun making some cute and beautiful things in their home and enjoy these flowers. Gosh, we just made a snot load of flowers.
Snot loads, guys.
My house is gonna look amazing.
Yeah, because I'm not taking any of these home with me. It's just not gonna happen.
Yeah, but I think it's good for us to like see flowers throughout our whole house. And you can get really proud that you made that when you walk through your home and you see all those pretty flowers.
Well,
gives you something else to engage with.
Girl, you are missing one big component of this.
What?
Remember that person that sent you the bouquet? Or maybe you sent it to yourself, whatever. You can straight up make a little arrangement. Remember those Glade candles? Burn that sucker down real quick.
Your house gonna smell fantastic.
Empty out the Glade container and friggin' give them flowers back. Like, right? Like, give them a thank you.
So much stuff. You know, we also just opened up our bouquets and worked right on it. Look at this nice little workspace that I made that was covered so we didn't hurt the table.
Oh, that was smarter than what I did.
You know, real easy cleanup too.
Ooh, it's real easy.
Real easy.
We, one of our favorite movies is Drop Dead Gorgeous, so if you ever hear us go into a Wisconsin accent,
that's where it came from.
We love it. Like, and if you've never seen Drop Dead Gorgeous, highly recommend it.
Highly. Usually you can find it for a song in the $5 bin.
Oh, yeah. Like, it's not, like, it's a cult classic.
But it's a Kristen Dunst was in it.
There was a Kirstie Alley, Kirsten Dunst, Denise Richards, Brittany Murphy.
Who is now a Real Housewife.
Denise Richards is so a Real Housewife. I'm rewatching Jersey right now. We've watched all of them.
All of them. I'm back to Atlanta.
We're those people, and we don't care.
With flowers.
Yeah.
And fake eyelashes.
And wigs.
And sometimes wigs. Today I went a la natural for you guys.
You did.
You're making some really pretty things. I hope this, guys, gives you the confidence.
We're not doing this one. I could do this one. I have plenty of flowers, but for God's sakes.
We're covered in flowers. I hope this gives you the confidence to go out and buy a bouquet box from hhfshop.com, learn a little bit more about the blooms that are grown right here in the U.S., and have fun creating. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay flowered up, guys.
Bye!